cruise time, y'all. CNS Travel, the Texas Cruiser. 80 Lugo Studios and Adventures with Uncle Dave. You know what time it is. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah. We're going live and we're sailing free. Talking travel news from sea to sea. From ports to decks and all that's new. Grab your drink, we got the cruise crew for you. Let's talk about it, yeah. Cruise tips, ship flips, where you wanna be. There, let's vibe with CNS, ride with Uncle Dave. Pimpin' with Eddie Lugo Studios and the Texas Cruisers bringing waves. Yeah, let's talk about it. Don't you miss this trip. We're going full speed, no script. Just grip that ship, grip that ship. Who's got the deals? Who's got the tea? What's the next port where we wanna be? Short skirts, sea days, parties at night. Live chat poppin', keep those comments tight. And are you ready? Where we cruising? Who's your crew? We got the best. CNS, Texas, Eddie Dave. Say less, say less, say less. Oh, let's talk about it, yeah, we cruising loud. Reppin' Travel Fam, we're feeling proud. Every sail away starts with this crew. So hit that like and subscribe too. You heard it here first. Travel, tips, and fun with the best in the game. Don't forget to drop a comment, share the stream, and let's talk about it.
All right. How's everybody
What's
doing?
up?
What's up? We got a special reporter on location, and they were able to just get ready to get the story. So we're gonna get them up here because they on location. There he is.
What's going on?
Made it right on time.
DC.
Right on time.
What's happening, brother?
Hey, what's up, Uncle Dave? What's up, Rick? What's up, Sherman? How we doing tonight?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
Everything-
Yeah, I'm a field reporter coming in from a sports game today. My niece was playing her final softball game of the season. So,
Oh,
Well,
She
that
did
go
good.
good?
she did good. Yeah, they won. She had a couple hits, had an RBI. So, yeah.
Hey, that's good.
It's crazy how quickly they advance. She's 7. And from like when she was 6 to now when she was 7, it's
Right.
like
Oh,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
It's amazing how quick they catch on and pick it up.
year
and
by year, it gets
get
bigger and better and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
that was. I'm gonna tell you something. They grow up quick, man. They
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
grow up quick, bro.
Way too fast.
that's for
I
sure.
mean, I've got 4 granddaughters, and the oldest one, I think, she's about to be 6. She's gonna get me on the phone. Papa, do you know what my daddy did? And I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. He brought that boat home and he didn't even wash it. You need to talk to him. I'm like, who's the parent here? Who's the parent here?
Really?
You know?
Yeah.
My
I
youngest
told my
daughter
son
is kind of like that about Donna and I now. She comes around and tells us what we need to be doing.
Right?
Hey, look at Donna says, "Now, who's the parents here now?"
I
Donna
asked
said,
my
well,
son,
Donna
you know,
knows it's her.
yeah, but them kids will rat you out quick, man. My kids used to do that to me. You know, my dad would ask me something. Hey, did you go take care of this? Yeah, well, no, you didn't, Dad. Don't lie to Pop. I'm like, oh,
Lord. Oh.
I remember the day my oldest grandson was born, and we went to the graduation for him last weekend. So,
Wow. Great.
I
What do you got?
told him, I said, "Man, where did time go?"
Yeah.
It flies by, I tell you.
Tell you.
Flies right on
yeah.
by.
I mean, I remember when the kids were 6, 7, and 8. Well,
Yep.
6.
Well, my oldest daughter,
Yeah,
his
they're a
mother,
couple years apart.
Yep.
And the next thing I know, it's 27 and 26 and 24.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh yeah.
And they got and my babies have had babies,
Right.
Right. Yep. I just remember that. Well, with my oldest daughter, she was on the drill team for the high school, and I was one of the dads that went out there with them and all that, and we just I looked at her when we was watching the oldest grandson getting his diploma and all that. And I told her, I said, "Good Lord, where'd the time go?" She said, "I know, it just went by fast." Even she was telling me it went by fast.
Yeah. It's like even like the years anymore, Rick. Like I can't believe it's June. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
They all sprint together.
Oh, where'd this year gone? Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, I had somebody tell me a long time ago. They said the older you get, the quicker the years go by. And of course, you didn't believe it, but I believe it now.
Yeah.
oh yes, sir. Oh yes, sir. I mean, I felt like we just sailed on Jubilee, and it was in the early part of January. I mean, come on. I mean, we just like it just a few weeks ago we were on her. So
That's the only thing that seems like it takes a while is for the next cruise to get here.
that's right. I know that's
You know
right.
what? And it's crazy. When you get like 30 days out, you're like, come on.
right.
It's like the last 2 weeks are like the absolute slowest.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Lady M, how you
That's
doing?
right. Let's see. We got a few folks come in the chat. Let's see who all we got here. We got Leslie was the first one in. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Barry coming in. Hey Barry, hope you're doing good.
Barry got a good comment further down there.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Got Amanda. Got Keith coming in. Hey Keith. Quick, Keith, it's a little early to be using them words like that. You know, be careful with that.
A little early.
Keep using words like that, you're going to tarnish my reputation, my man.
That's right.
Really?
Got a Tilly in to help keep Rick straight. So got that
Yep.
DC from the cruise tubers in the house.
Like that crazy fella.
Yeah.
Man, I feel so bad because I pick DC's brain all the time about NCL.
I love it, man.
What about this? What do you think about this? I've never
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
You know.
You can message me, Uncle, anytime, Uncle Dave. Yeah. No
Barry,
worries.
Barry said he saved a bunch of money on his car insurance, so I just didn't pay the bill. More cruise money.
There you go.
Right.
Hey, Barry, when you own a cruise, you don't need car insurance.
Hey, modern day problems need modern day solutions.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
right.
Hey, Em, hope you're doing good.
Lady M.
There's that Uncle Dave coming in. Uncle Dave, just so in case nobody notices, he's the new tech guy on set. So he's looking
Yeah,
out all
right.
the tech stuff. So he got some new
You got
setup.
jokes. You got jokes, Sherman.
Yeah. Let's see.
Just bought this monitor, almost threw it out the window the same day.
That's right. So let's see. Yep, heard advice in 88, 15. That was 15 minutes ago. That's right. That's
Hey,
exactly
88 is when I
Right.
first boarded my first cruise ship. I remember the day I did that too. I remember the first time I walked aboard a cruise ship, and that was 1988.
right.
Sure
Got
was.
Tripping
Real
with
quick,
Arvin
if-
come in.
Real quick, if you haven't gone and subscribed to Tripping with R&B, go do it. They have. I've watched a few videos, but there's two of them on the NCL Luna. Really good.
Right.
Really good. So
I think they were on the week after I was on because I saw
Really?
one of the videos and I think I commented on it and I said, what sailing
Yeah.
were you on? And they were like the week after you. Or they told me.
and I'm not gonna lie. If there's a cruise that they're going on, I'm gonna book it because they get down, man. They have a good time. They have a good time.
Oh yeah, cool deal. We got
Everybody trying to
Danny.
throw Pete out of the boat.
So Danny can put their channel link up, so everybody that hadn't found them yet can go find them.
Daniel for wrench.
Trying trying to build up our reputations. Yeah, keep calling us gentlemen. You're gonna do something to the reputations.
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
Hey, Josie-Ann.
Miss Josie-Ann, you doing good?
Josie-Ann, I enjoyed your video today. You and
Will
Mickey.
G.
Got Will G. Now Will G's up here. You know,
Will.
Rick, last night I jumped into a live from some of your people on Island Time, right there at the tail end of it, and they were drawing names out for a winner. And guess who they drew out? Mr. Will G right there.
Oh yeah,
Come
Will.
on.
Yeah. So he was the big winner.
He deserved it.
So there you go.
A few weeks ago, they drew my name, and I got a nice coffee mug out of it.
Nice.
Danny, the tripping with RB. That's who I was talking about.
There you go.
Yeah, they got. Go check them out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody's saying hey back and forth, so that's good. Up,
Hey, there's Mickey.
Mickey popping in. Hey Mickey.
Hey, Mickey.
Got
oh,
down south stitches coming in.
this is almost like the Usual Suspects Wednesday afternoon.
You think?
Yeah.
It's all you know. There's a few new ones in there, but yeah.
Oh yeah. It's that community, Dave. Everybody comes around.
That's it. And if they keep throwing that word "gentleman" around, we won't have anybody.
Well, see, that's how you know it's Wednesday. It's not Saturday. They don't say gentlemen on
Yeah,
Saturday.
they don't say that on the weekend. They know
No.
better.
No, that word is banned.
No cussing.
That's right.
Okay, no cussing.
Yeah.
No.
Miss
I'm
Donna,
talking to Donna.
Oh,
it
I'm
looked like
talking
she
to
had,
Donna, guys. I'm sorry.
Rick, I want to see how that works out for you. That's going to be like
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Rick, it looked like she had a
thrown
bat
at
when
me.
she came in. Looked like she had a bat when she came in, Rick.
Right.
You got Mona coming in. Hey, Mona.
Wow, Mona.
Do a little housekeeping on my channel. If you like normal, I got Scotty J's link for Anchors Away pinned on my channel, and at the end, if you're in my channel, it's set up. It's going to automatically redirect you over there, so you don't even have to click on that. Just sit there and hold on for the ride, and
Hold on.
you'll be over there with them.
Sherman, I need you to. I know that's more of a diving into the deep end topic, but I need you to show me how to do that one time, because on Fridays, right, usually after mine, and I guess it'll be starting this Friday again, the match game will be back. So I want to, anyone that's watching me, I want to send them over there, you know? So
Oh yeah,
Donna with a bat. Oh.
yeah, we can do that. That ain't no problem. That's just a click and put in the URL. That's all you got to do. So,
Okay.
but we'll get
We'll chat.
after the show. I can tell you how to do it.
Yes, Danny said that.
After the show tonight, we stay
Sure.
around a few minutes. Ain't no problem. Won't take but a minute. So let's see. Let me get. I went all the way back to the top, so let me get back down here toward the bottom where I was and make sure I ain't missed anything. As Danny's getting their link up.
They got
Danny made me look. She said Donna with the bat. I said, did she grab my bat? Thanks, Danny.
They got people coming in with the Bill and Scott Reed and the crew stuff. I need to check on YouTube because I'm not even getting alerts, and I got the bell on both of those channels, and I'm not even getting anything.
Right.
Like,
Hey,
it's
Miss
not letting
Carol.
me know, you know.
Hey, Darren.
Hey, Darian.
And I'm old. I can't remember that kind of stuff. So I need that bell to remind me.
That's right.
But yeah, I didn't even get anything because I'm always in Scott or especially Bill.
Right. Yeah. And there's Kimberly coming from the Bill and Scott Reed you talking about, Cruise Talk.
Crew Talk Live, yeah.
Go
And I
ahead.
missed it. Now,
And Carol coming in.
Hey, Carol.
see, I'm gonna have to have a talk with you two about that.
I've been watching a bunch of Carol's videos lately.
Yeah, Carol's got some great videos. I sure do.
Yes.
Her dad is precious. I love her dad.
I want to answer this one in a second, but before I do, she had a video about the first time she brought her parents on a cruise.
Yes.
That's a heartwarming video. Yeah, you got to watch that one. If you guys haven't
Yeah,
watched
that's a good video. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I enjoy watching her dad and her mom.
Yeah. All right. So this question that I'm going to take this one because I'm the NCL guy.
That's right.
So
Yep.
she's heading to Philly to get on the Jewel in 15 days. Have any of you done the cruise yet? I have not. And then the follow-up question there is any tips. So on that cruise, I will tell you.
There's my dog.
Right.
There's my dog.
I will tell you, pack your patience for that. I have not seen if they have changed anything, but I watched a bunch of people that went on inaugural sailing, and you have to go to the Clarion Hotel, and then they will bus you over to the cruise port because the port isn't built yet due to all the winter storms they got, and there were some delays.
That cruise, okay.
Yeah, so pack your patience because it's a little chaotic. I'm sure they're working through the bugs, but I'm sure it's still not perfect. And you know, I actually had a friend that was on the inaugural sailing, and he's also somebody that needs accessibility, right? He needs like wheelchair and things like that. And it was challenging for him because at least on the first week, and I think they fixed this, that if you needed like, you know, some type of accessibility, whether it's scooters or whatever, they had very limited buses for that. And so it wasn't like 4 or 5 could get on a bus. It was like 1, maybe 2 could get on a bus and then go and then come back. So it took a lot longer. And then I'm not sure if that one is going to Bermuda and then to Charleston, but I had heard that eventually at some point the Charleston port is going through some construction. So that may turn out to where you're going from Bermuda up to British Columbia maybe, and then coming back down. Something like that. Maybe St. John up there or whatever. But instead of going down, you're going up. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is going. She said it is going to Charleston. So, okay, good.
I don't know. I think it was Tony Lucas said that it was like 3 hours for embarkation to get on with that. He was like on one of the, I think he was on the inaugural when they had to go to the hotel. They had to be at the hotel for such time, and they had to process there. Then when they got to where the ship was, they had to process again. And it took them from like the time that they got to the hotel or when they woke up. I can't remember which. So I'm not going to quote it or anything.
Who was it, Uncle Dave?
Tony
Tony
Barnett.
from Malita Loca. Yeah.
So
So
he's got a video on it, and it took, I want to say, like 3 hours to go through the entire process to get on the ship. From like the time he woke up is what I think it was.
I feel like Tony like kind of glossed over what the experience is compared to what I've heard from other people. I'll tell you, I think what's probably a more fair assessment is there's a channel, Mer Cruises Solo, MER Cruises Solo. She has a day one, like embarkation day, and she didn't rip it apart, right? But she was like pretty honest in her vlog from it. And I would say go watch that video. I imagine it will be better than that because I think that they are working out the bugs. But
right. Well, like I said, I mean, it was the early, you know. I mean, I think the ship had only been there like a day.
Yeah, it was the first one.
I'm not quoting him. I'm just trying to, if I remember correctly, I could be remembering wrong, but I want to say for some reason 3 hours stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was 3 hours for him to get on, but he got on earlier. I think other people, it was like much longer. Like they didn't get
Oh,
out.
it was longer.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They didn't leave to almost 8 o'clock at night, I think.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
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 Well,
And the first couple cruises, like you were saying, they couldn't go to the port. They
Yeah.
had to
Yeah.
go to
Right.
a motel
had to go to a
and
hotel.
get checked in there, and then get on a shuttle to take you to the port, to then do the port process.
Yeah.
Right.
Talking about a long embarkation process.
Yeah.
Not to get too far off subject, but I had a cruise back in February that was leaving out of New Orleans, and we were supposed to get on a ship at like 11:30 that morning. Well, the person I was going with didn't make it, so we didn't go. And that's when they had that computer glitch with Carnival. That ship didn't leave the port of New Orleans till almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Can you
Wow.
imagine?
That's tough.
You're done with the drink package before you even untie from the dock. Yeah, man. Yeah, they were there
Yeah.
till like 12. It was after midnight, but I think it was just before 1 a.m. And they were supposed to leave at 4:30.
Right.
Man.
And it's 8 hours to get down the river from New Orleans to the Gulf. And that's not even international water. That's just to get out of the Mississippi River.
That's cool.
So you're still paying taxes on that drink package.
Yeah, every one of them.
And then that-
You're paying state and parish tax.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And New Orleans parish tax will just hammer you.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a bad first day to
I would
sit there.
I would definitely would have lost my cherub-like demeanor. I mean, I would have really been hostile, you know.
Of course, that's like the cruise on we did out of Norfolk in February. You know, we did the back to back. The second leg was when they were having a computer glitch, you know, through the fleet, and so everybody was stuck in ports. And
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
so we we didn't leave Norfolk until like 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, you know, until you get in international waters, the drink package don't work there, period.
Right.
So
right.
you were having to pay for every drink, you know, the whole time we were there, along with taxes and everything.
Mhm.
So that was a little experience, but
Yep.
it was all good. So let's see here, caught up. Mr. Bill
Bill.
pops in. Hey,
Hey,
Bill.
Bill again. Hey, Bill.
Got Vicky coming in. Hey, Vicky.
Bill and TJ had a good video. I think it was yesterday, a live video. It was pretty good.
Monday. It was Monday.
Monday. Yep.
I was on that. I was watching it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they
I
did.
remember that. Yeah.
Talking about West Coast and solo cruising. Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
Got Ron coming in.
Vicky. Hey, Vicky. The fam.
So everybody's saying, hey, we got Carl coming in. Hey, Carl.
Carl. Hey, Carl.
So, all right, cool deal. That's good. Got a bunch of people coming in. So, I reckon that means we'll start talking about a little bit of new stuff. See how riled up we can get Rick there.
I know what you're going to talk about. I was going to bring it out myself. I have
well,
a different point of view, though.
well-
I know.
Well, it canceled the building of the Legend of the Seas.
No, let's go with this one.
Yep, I knew about that one.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Workers
It's a little different, though, what you may originally think that is. But I'll tell you about it after Sherman rolls it out.
Workers blocked the main access road leading to the Costa Maya cruise port. The protests forced the cancellation of shore excursions for cruise guests. Demonstrators say they are owed money from Royal Caribbean, which took over the port in 2025. cruise passengers arriving in Costa Maya on June 1st expected a typical day of beach breaks, mine ruin tours, and excursions along Mexico's Caribbean coast. Instead, many found themselves stuck on buses and told their tours had been canceled, according to the local news reports. Workers blocked the main access road leading to the Costa Maya cruise port as part of a labor dispute. The protests prevented vehicles and workers from entering or leaving the port area, creating a challenge for cruise lines and local tour operators. Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Sea, cruising from Galveston, Texas, and Enchantment of the Sea, sailing from Tampa, Florida, arrived for their calls at 7 and 8 a.m. respectively, only for passengers to board buses to nowhere during the visit. One passenger said they sat on the bus till 9:30, only to be told all excursions were canceled. A couple of the locals told us it was because there was some workers on strike blocking the port exit.
Yep.
However, Royal Caribbean took over the port of Maha, y'all say it, and and reports indicate that protesters have not received profit-sharing payments from the company. The blockade of the port was meant to draw attention to their demands. The dispute is not the first time protests have affected access to the port. Earlier this year, residents blocked access roads to the port while demanding infrastructure improvements from Royal Caribbean. The latest protest comes as Royal Caribbean faces increasing scrutiny over its growing presence in Costa Maya. Community groups and environmental groups raise concerns about the scale of development and its potential impact to the local ecosystems and residents. Those concerns gained momentum, and on May 19th, the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources rejected Royal Caribbean's proposal for the project. The decision was a major setback for Royal Caribbean. While this week's labor dispute may be separate from environmental concerns, both point to growing tensions surrounding Royal Caribbean's plans for Costa Maya. So it said they just, they didn't block the ships from coming in and into port. They just stopped workers from coming in and tours going out and that kind of stuff. So they could still do stuff in the port, but they just couldn't do no excursions and that kind of thing. And everything won't open in the port because some of the workers couldn't get there, or they were out there on the picket line themselves.
I'm going to be there in September. Can I not rent my golf cart and go to the crazy?
It's just one of the one-time things, man.
Yeah, there was actually some more Royal Caribbean ships supposed to be there today, I think, and hadn't seen anything where there was any more protest. It was just that one day.
Yeah, there's a lot of it about some royalty payments too. But Royal Caribbean don't have anything to pay royalty on because they haven't built anything there other than just having the port. What they've built roads and did some infrastructure improvements, and that's what they've done. They're worried about the mangroves, but the mangroves are getting killed off by their own sewer system, and Royal's going to come in and upgrade it. They're still going to probably upgrade it, replace it with a newer system, but they're still working on making arrangements to do something a little different configuration. Pull a little further away from the mangroves and from and protect the coral reefs and all that stuff. They're going to do all that, protect all that, but they're still going to put something in some park or something. Water park.
Rick, is that's the location that they were going to do the Perfect Day in Mexico that got blocked, right?
Is that right?
Yeah.
They got a lot of additional property there that they can move it around, move it away from the mangroves. They were not going to be right next to the mangroves to begin with, but they won't be a little further away where they don't have anything that they're doing there to affect the mangroves. Only thing they're going to affect the mangroves is make them healthier because they're going to you fix that sewer system that's all crappy. so
Yeah.
to speak.
Literally crappy.
Yeah, right. But yeah, those guys were protesting. I mean, it's wage stuff. They were saying something about royalties, but we'll see.
Yeah, it said that when they bought back in 25, when they bought the port area Costa Maya, there was something in the agreement where they were supposed to get not reimbursed, but get some royalties for things that were sold and done in the port area, and
Right.
they said they hadn't got any money from Royal Caribbean yet from that, so that's what that one was for.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they like from when the stuff that they they took apart and scrapped. They were supposed to get portions of that, which
Ricky on the payroll.
Oh yeah,
giving them bottles of Buffalo Trace.
Hey, you know what my pay is.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say that's cheap because Buffalo Trace is pretty darn good, man. So, so I'm not a cheap drinker, man.
yeah.
But yeah, they'll get it worked out.
Oh yeah. It's just
Like
it's
Will
just
G
something
says, they just want more money. It's okay. What they
Yeah.
also want is like have a panel, not a governing panel, but kind of like an oversight panel. Then they want some members of the Mexican Society there on it with Royal Caribbean people, and that's probably get worked out too.
Well, you know what it is, Rick. They want more money, but Royal went out and told how much profit they made the first quarter. So they said, "Hey, we need some more money. You making all this? You making all this profit?
Successful.
We need, that's why they keep picking on Royal, because they talk about how much they made. The other one's like, no, we ain't doing that good. So they said, well, we ain't gonna mess with them. They ain't got no money."
Well, did you hear that Carnival's kind of taking a page out of the Royal Caribbean book, and they're going to do a President's Cruise on Magic? Really? I mean, you would think they'd do it like on XL or even a Vista class ship, maybe Horizon or something like that. Magic? Then that's John Hill, and I guess a lot of the upper echelons from maybe even Christy Duffy will be going on it and doing a little cruise like Royal Caribbean does, the President's Cruise. That's pretty cool. I mean, I did the Royal Caribbean on 23 on Lure out of Galveston. Got to meet Michael Bailey and all that. And Wakeview, that's when I got paid, when I met Michael Bailey. I'll get that little conspiracy thing going with Wakeview.
So he says it was a cruise. That was actually his interview and hiring process.
That's how they vetted him. They were like, read this
He even
script.
got pictures.
That's right. So they put him up there to see if he could do the commercial for him.
Right.
Yeah.
And be
I'm still working
believable.
on that angle. They haven't. Well, we'll get back with you.
They
So
were like,
that means
here's all the
they're still
time.
thinking about it.
Hey, Matt's here. Matt and Kat. What's up? What's up, guys? Are you guys doing a live tonight? They usually do one at
They got some fun stuff too.
Yeah. Normally,
Yeah.
I think they come on at like 9. I think.
like
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. Because a lot of times
well, sometimes 10. I think one time it was 10.
might have been.
What's up, Ron?
I know the last couple of weeks, I think it's been around 9, because we get out and we're able to jump in their chat just before they get done with it.
30 minutes.
Yeah, Keith
30 minutes.
got it figured out that Rick's getting paid with Buffalo Trace, free cruises, and onboard credit.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I would believe that.
Oh yeah,
I would.
Good thing he's the governor. Nobody's going to
Yeah.
investigate him.
There's Robert coming in. Hey, Robert, appreciate you being here.
Hey, Rob.
Let's see.
Ocean. Yeah.
Night also. Yeah. A lot of people on hump day.
Right.
Well,
I'm taking
Tech
it
guy,
easy on.
what do you got down there?
I'm taking it easy on Hump Day because I've got a bit of a day tomorrow. I got to be at the surgical center at 9:15 in the morning because I'm getting cut on again. So yeah, I'll be one-handed typing back in the chats
Oh, yeah.
again.
There you
Is that a
go.
follow up from the elbow, Dave?
The only thing, what's that?
Is that a follow up from the elbow?
No, this is a new one. All this is coming off.
Oh,
Yeah, it's totally different.
Get that wrist
The
done.
only thing that I really have that kind of piqued my interest is about that Carnival guest in Costa Maya fell overboard. The elderly man,
Yeah.
recent passenger of Carnival Jubilee, saved the life of an elderly passenger that fell off the pier in Costa Maya. But there's a two-part to this story, and I'll get to that.
Yep.
The guest jumped into the water and kept the elderly man afloat until both passengers could be safely pulled back onto the pier. Because of the heroic guest's quick actions, the fallen passenger was mostly unharmed and able to enjoy the rest of his cruise vacation. Now, the man's name is Myron. He is from Central Arkansas. The local news has picked it up, and hopefully he'll go national too, because that's really something. You know, let's see, where does it come down here? Let's see. Video footage shows a cruiser quickly kicking off his shoes. It says slipping. You don't slip into the water, Costa Maya. My homie dove. All right, he rolled up out of there. Okay, into the water next to the 183,521 gross ton vessel without hesitation, as other guests looked on.
And
Crew members were seen trying to pass the fallen guest a rope to pull him to safety, but according to Myron's wife, Amy, the elderly guest was face down in the water close to drowning.
Yeah.
Drowning. Yeah, right. Okay. Myron kept the man afloat until the cruise members could lift him both out of the water safely, no doubt saving his life. Okay, that was the initial account. And then his wife goes on to say what he encountered was an elderly man struggling desperately in the water, face down, drowning, and on the brink of disaster. Without a moment's hesitation, Myron leaped into the water as no one else seemed to be taking action, including the Carnival staff. Okay, so we got that much done. Then, he grabbed a hold of a man, lifted him on his shoulder, and held him till assistance arrived to lift them both out of the water. Then down here, I'm going to scroll. I don't even care. A statement from Carnival. Our security team responded immediately, and the guest was safely recovered and transported to the ship's medical center for care. He debarked the ship in Galveston at the end of the cruise. Why don't those two stories match?
Yeah. And this didn't just happen. This happened the first of the month.
Yeah. May 19th.
Yeah,
it was May 19th.
Yeah, this ain't new.
Right.
And when it first happened, Carnival come out with that statement you just read, and that was it. And they did give Myron and his wife a free steak dinner in the Fahrenheit that night. But
wait, they gave him keepsake pins, and the room steward left a note, a message on their mirror.
Yeah, and they gave him
what a life.
Gave him free steakhouse dinner, but it won't until some of the folks that were on the cruise that filmed it come back and started putting it out on social media, and then the local news channel picked it up and started going with it, and that's why it's coming out now that we're finding out, what went on. Like you said, it said that, what the port folks and the Carnival folks, they just throw the buoy down in a life ring and a rope, and the guy's face down in the water. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that. And luckily, Myron walked up, saw it, and I saw the video where, he just chunked his backpack and everything off and threw his phone down and jumped right over the side until they were able to get them all up. But I agree, I know a lot of times all ports and cruise lines want to keep stuff like that kind of quiet, and they'll just
Yeah,
do
they don't need that
just a
tarnish
thing.
mark.
Um,
But there's
but-
so many people that are talking about it. You know?
That's right. You know, the only thing I can see is not encouraging other people to jump in the water after somebody.
Well, I know,
but
like the crew is trained not to go in the water after somebody.
right,
You know, they're trained not to do that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I get it. It's a hazard. It's a liability. You know, they're not trained for that. But
right,
I mean, there are some people out there that have water training, water
That's right.
survival training, and like
Yeah.
you know, I'll push DC in the water just so I can jump in and save him,
Yeah.
and I'll take him to steak dinner. You know what I mean?
right. But yeah, I mean
No,
that's
I'm just kidding, DC. I would
Yeah,
never.
Right.
But
yeah. I think
mean,
they should have recognized in their statement. They should have recognized that even if they didn't say his name, but just a fellow passenger helped in the rescue operations or whatever, something. They give them credit and that kind of thing.
well, you gotta go to a little further than help in the rescue operation.
Oh
right?
yeah,
He was the rescue operation. I'm not gonna lie.
right.
You know,
That's what.
he
That's what I say, at
was
least-
it. He
Right.
did what I mean. What I would think, I would say
Right.
anybody, but it's definitely not anybody because he was the only one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and because there was in that video, there were several other cruise passengers and everybody else all around there, watching.
There was a
before.
lot of them.
Yeah,
There was
I mean,
a lot of them.
he had to push his way through to jump in the water. So
Yes, sir. You are correct. You are
and
correct.
luckily-
So, Myron, if you're out there, we
right,
appreciate you, buddy.
because it would definitely sounds like it would definitely have been a sad situation if Myron hadn't have been there.
That's exactly
I
right.
tell you
That would
what,
have been a whole lot different story.
they didn't
Right.
give more than a two-line statement. I guarantee you that.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah. And you could tell in the video that after they got him out, he didn't want doing it for anything other than being a good person.
Right. Exactly.
He
Exactly.
got out of
he
water.
didn't even
He
wanna
got his
go-
stuff.
He didn't even want to go back to the ship to change clothes, man.
No,
He just picked up his bag, put on his shoes,
Yeah.
and started walking. That was
He had to
right.
get to his excursion.
Yeah, right. I'm going to pet monkeys and sloths today. Y'all need to get out of the way.
Right.
I got time for this stuff.
Right.
that's it.
They were never pushing the water.
And after that, they didn't even hold the bus for him.
Oh,
Right, yeah, right. And
Yeah.
then they probably didn't refund his money for missing the excursion.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because they didn't say nothing about that in there. They didn't say
Yeah,
nothing
right.
about it.
Right.
Hello, Mr. Robert.
Juma?
How you doing?
Hey, Najuma.
No.
And Najuma, Miss Najuma.
Yeah, but I mean, I
here.
thought I've seen that on a couple of different channels, and I read it online, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a hero right there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's
definitely.
just-
Yeah.
For sure.
it's just how it is. I mean, talk about selfless.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't care,
Sure,
no cares in
yeah.
the world.
Mm-mm.
Then
You should get a little
doesn't
more
matter where you're
recognition than
from,
that,
who you voted for, what color you are. It doesn't matter. Being a
That's
human
right.
is just being a human, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
I mean, I would have done it. So
Yeah.
I'm
And,
not trying to be big and tough, but yeah, I would have done
yeah.
it.
And that story just kind of re-solidifies some things we've said about other stories in the past, and why is there so much stuff going on cruise ships now, the fights and the arguments and the stealing magnets off the doors and everything
Right.
else. It's not, has an increase on, probably so, but has that stuff always been going on? Yes.
Probably.
But
Yeah.
the cruise lines didn't put it out, didn't publicize it. They just did it smaller, just like they did with this story, because everybody didn't have these phones
Exactly.
and
Right.
social media and posting it everywhere. We're just now able to find out more what's actually
Right.
going on everywhere.
They can't dodge it now. They
Right.
can't. Okay, we're just gonna put this under the rug. Yeah, you can't do that now. Not when there's 4,700. They have videos out there on the subject.
That's
you know?
right.
A good
it was a minor occurrence. They were throwing chairs in the main dining room. What do you mean it's a minor occurrence? You got 16 people in the infirmary. I hope they got travel insurance.
That's right.
I was walking back over to Costa Maya. I was walking back, get her back aboard the ship. Donna didn't get off. She didn't care to get off that day. But the waves were real. I did a video on it, and that's one of my more popular videos of the waves crashing in all around. There's 3 ships: us, NCL, Epic, and Encore, and Jubilee. And we were on Seascape. And I was walking back through there and getting ready to going down that walkway between the NCL ship and Seascape. You know, they got the little square holes along the way. They usually have something covered, like a board or something. Right. And I walked through there, and the waves were going crash against the pier so much it blew all those plates off, and those holes. It'd be a big old geyser of water come up out of there. So I was walking down through there, and it was nothing going on and all that. But I got just even right here to my left of one of those holes, and I call it a blowhole because basically what it was, a blowhole. A wave hit, and boy, the little guys. I said, "Oh my God!" I had this hat on, and it came down on top. It just drenched me. I mean, a big old geyser of water, and it came down. And I looked over there, and there's Andrew, Emerald Cruiser, and Andrew's over there video, and I said, "Man, did you get that?" I don't think he did because he didn't send it to me, but I said, "I'd love to have that."
Right.
He was just laughing at me though.
Nelly, if you're on the Mariner, did you have to sit on a bus in Costa Maya? Because that should be the cruise.
Oh yeah, it sure would have been.
That should have been.
Now that would have been the scene with Nelly on the bus with all those guys protesting all around him. Nelly, you would have gotten off and did the haka in front of them. I bet old Nelly do a good haka.
Yeah. Maybe Nelly was planning on staying on the ship anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, because they're on Mariner on the way back, that would have been the cruise.
He said he didn't know there was a strike.
Yeah, it was a strike. Yeah. Well, that's good. At least you weren't up there in it. So.
There you go. Yeah.
That was a rough day. I was surprised we even docked. So Vicky said she saw a guy stealing some chocolate mints off a cart years ago. He had the nerve to ask me if I wanted some, and this guy was dressed up and looked like the star of Mad Men.
Yep.
Vicky, did you take any chocolate mints?
She didn't fully answer that question, did she?
She didn't take because they were chocolate mints. They were chocolate brownies. Different story.
Oh my God!
If you go,
they had a Bravo event on Mariner.
Yeah.
What does that mean? It backed up?
It was a fire and all. No, I gave him a stink eye.
No, I seen Vicky's stank eye. You don't want to get that.
Oh,
No, you won't be the receiving end of a stank eye not from Vicky.
Well, Uncle David, you want to talk about your casino?
Well, it's really not my casino. It was Tony's, and he put a video out on it today, and I thought that was interesting too.
Yep.
A few months ago, Tony from La Liga Loca was on, I don't know what carnival ship it was. I want to say it was a Jubilee, but I could be wrong. And he was using his sail and sign card in the slot machine.
All right, Matt, we'll try to be over there when we're done here.
See you in a bit.
He used his card in the slot machines to bill it to his room, played a little bit, and got up and went to another slot machine. And his sail and sign card was locked. He couldn't use it. Then he went through a whole ordeal with that, and they said, look, you need to spend more time on that machine you know, or whatever the case may be. And so he went to the tables and used his sale and sign card to get money on his bill to his room. They charged him 3%. And just recently, he put out that he went back. He said he was breaking up with Carnival. Then today he put one out that said he's going to give him another try. And he did. Don't know what ship it was on. I mean, I could have the ships mixed up, you know, but
Celebration. Amanda had it. Yeah.
And
I remember he did say it's celebration.
He used his card, and there was no 3% charge at the casino table. So maybe they did away with that 3% because that's definitely a money grab because it ain't nothing. You're going to get that bill at the end. So 3%, man. And if you pull $1,000 out, you know.
Yeah.
But
I saw some
I don't
video.
know I don't know if the stipulations or the unwritten rules, which they are unwritten, about getting money on your sale and sign into a slot machine, and then that's right, Will. He was on the Glory last week. Getting money, pulling money from your sale and sign card into a machine, and you have to spend so much before you pull it out, even to go to another machine. You know, that's I've never seen that, or I've never even heard of it until he brought it up, a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I think I heard Royal had made a something similar to that too around the same time. And I also remember what you were talking about, the initial video that Tony had, Uncle Dave. And then I didn't watch the one today, but I saw it. It popped up on my feed, right? I just didn't have time to watch it yet. But I do remember a video between that initial one and this one that he released today, where he said it was like almost like a follow-up where people were saying in the chat, in his comments or whatever, that they had changed that policy. And he was still like, I don't know if I'm going to go on Carnival or not. We'll see. So I guess it looks like they did. But essentially what he was trying to do was work around the thing, right? Because
right. Wouldn't you? I don't want to pay a fee.
Right.
I'm on your ship, and I'm taking my money and put it in my cruise account to spend on your ship, and you're going to charge me to do that? Come on, man.
Yeah, and I guess the slot machines don't charge, but the tables were charging. So he was trying to go to the slot machine.
Using the slot machines, and then they locked his card because of it. Yeah,
right, exactly. Yeah. Now I had heard, and what was interesting was like Linnell from Poverty to Paradise. I don't know if you guys have ever watched her channel, but she obviously does a lot. She lives on cruise ships, and she does a lot of that. And often she'll get onboard credit. And she did a lot with Carnival. And what she would say in her videos, I haven't watched any recently, but she would say she looks at onboard credit as free money, right? Because she'll have to pay like a $200 deposit, but then you get $200 in onboard credit. And she would go to the machine and just withdraw like, $200. But I haven't sort of watched any of her videos to see if that had affected her and what she was doing as far as that goes as well. So,
right. I mean, I've never on a slot machine, I've taken money on my sale and sign card, and I've played a little bit, but I've taken out, never had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done it with my sale and sign card on Carnival. I've never done it with my sale and sign card at the table because I'll go to the ATM on the ship. Everybody's like, oh, it's, $6, $7, $8. Well, luckily for me, the bank I have is a military bank, and they reimburse me all my ATM fees. So it doesn't bother me,
That's good.
I mean, on the bottom end, it does, because I'm like, all right, I want to take 500 out. I'm like, well, hell, it's going to be 508, If I've only got $509 in the bank, or 506, what I mean? But I never had that problem.
Right.
So NCL actually does charge 3% as well if you use money in this, if you charge money to your cabin on the slot machine. But I think once you get at a certain tier, and I was looking at this just the other day, they waive that charge. But I forget what it is. I think it's like their second tier, which is honestly like pretty. It's pretty high
Yeah,
up.
but if I'm going, okay, if I'm going on your cruise line and I want to take my room card that is connected to my room that has my credit cards and all my information on it, and I want to take money and play in your slot machines, you're still going to charge me 3%?
No, yeah, I get it, right? Like, I mean,
You are out of your ever loving mind. I can overtake you tonight. I'm going to tell you right now.
Get that squirrel.
to get for on NCL, they do waive it, but you have to be at the Ruby tier. And the Ruby tier, you need 35,000 points during the evaluation period, which is crazy.
I mean, who gets that?
So I'll just bring cash, right? Like
That's it. Okay, see, that's a good point because I've never cruised NCL, and I'm going with you guys on the booze cruise, so I'm going to bring cash because I'm not.
Cash.
Well, I'll get it out the ATM, but it don't matter.
Right.
But I know on a cruise in February we were on, somebody that was with us played some table games, and I know I was up there with them while they were playing the table games, and other people were using their sell and sign card to get money to buy more chips, and they would tell them, they would give them their card, and pit boss or whatever somebody would have to come over. The dealer couldn't do it, and verify that they could get that much money off of their card, and they would tell them, okay, it's going to be X amount of money for how much you want. And so they were telling them that there's a charge for them doing it. And I overheard them, somebody asking why they were charging, and they said this very thing. What Carol's saying is because it got to where people were going to tables using their card to get cash versus going to the ATM and pay the 6%.
Right.
And so that's why they
started
or increased the percentage on the tables, was kind of, so people would actually would actually play games where they were having a lot of people where they'd come get cash, maybe play one hand and then get up and go.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it was just, causing a lot more work for the people at the table.
Yeah.
Just so the other people, they would save some money. But that was that one ship that one time. So that's, the only experience I got with it is that one.
Yeah.
So.
Hi, Miss Shanster.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, Shan.
But I especially with the slot machines, you put your card in the slot machine, it's automatically linked to your set up.
Straight to your credit card or your debit card or whatever.
So you shouldn't be charging nothing for that.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you did it, okay, because you didn't want to pay the $6, $7, $8 they have at the ATM. And the only reason that the cruise line would have a problem with that is because they're getting part of that fee. And they want that, $3, $4, $5 cut that they get.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason they would do it.
Well, and now I can tell you, when I was at the table, the couple folks did come up. It did cause issue at the table with people playing, because while they were doing that, some people couldn't play because somebody's sitting across the table and trying to get money, and the pit boss is talking, and so I mean it was a craps table is what it was, and so when they were doing that exchange, there wasn't no playing going on. So
right.
People were upset because they weren't able to play. Plus, the ship was losing money off of that table for that 5 minutes.
Okay, I get that, but you still shouldn't charge a percentage for doing that. Now, I mean, I guess it's kind of a gray area in there. I mean, because you can take your sale and sign card and go to a machine. I'm talking about Carnival now. I don't know about the rest of them. They go to a machine and put money on your account, take money off your account, charge your room, and all of that. And I've never done it because casinos always take cash. Always take cash unless I put my card in, and then I'll put $100 on it and I'll play that in the slot machine and whatever. But I've never got on a slot machine and like pull $400 or $500 out to put on my card, and then play a couple hands and turn around and go somewhere else.
Right.
Whether it be to cash it out or to play on table games. But even on table games, if you already got it in your account, they still charge you for it. Well, they used to, but they still do.
Well, I think that would be I think that would be a good thing though. Is if you're at a table and you're gonna take some cash out to get more chips and more buy-ins. All right, well, you got to go to the cage and get your money or chips there, not at the table. And that would alleviate the problem of it disturbing the game, at the table. So
I get it. Or I tell you what.
Yeah.
Well, I'm.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it at the table, kind of like you said.
Yeah.
Hey, can I put $300 in my room? No, you got to go to cash gauge for that.
Right.
Now I get walking up with $100 bills. Hey, I want 100 or 200. Fine, that's just part of the game. But if you got a sale and sign card or you like your room card, you got to go to the cash gauge.
Right.
And then maybe there won't be a fee. Like, I just sat down and like I'm gonna lose my seat. Well, you should have got it before you come over here.
That's right. Exactly right. Let's see. All right, let me get caught up here where we was in discussion.
Wow, I can't believe a story that I brought up had that much discussion.
See?
That's crazy.
See, you didn't even want to talk about it, Dave. See, it brought it up.
No, I mean it was just it's just something that I saw. I mean it wasn't.
Yeah, Roy at Tokyo, they're going to incur a $3 charge.
Oh,
I'm guessing that's for 100, but if you're pulling $100 out, because it's probably 3%, right?
Yeah.
Dan, this dang remote's getting my way, Danny. I've moved it 5 times since this show started.
Well, just throw it on the floor, Rick. Just throw it on the floor.
I'm gonna throw it. I gently handed. I started to say throw it at Donna, but I gently handed it to Donna.
You throw it at Miss Donna, she's gonna throw something back at you.
Yeah, it would definitely return.
Carol,
that would sound like Carnival.
Yeah, thanks for refreshing my memory. I do remember her video, and I think that was on Carnival. They told her it was right around the same time as Tony's. It was a little before.
You put $100. You put $100 on your card. You got to spend 40 of it in that machine.
Yeah.
Which at $5 a round. It doesn't take very long.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all in the cash.
There you go.
It's not a team. It's like a same machine. Tried salad.
I got a picture to show you.
Yeah,
my next show and tell. This is show and tell time.
What I do like on Carnival is there is a spill changing machine. Usually it's 2 of them side by side where you can put 100 in, get like 5 20s or 3 20s and 10s, and you can keep just putting 20s in there, and you can break it all the way down to ones. That I like to tip with. So if I have, like I go on with like $100 and I'll break it down into ones, $101 bills. I tip the crew and the bartenders, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I do like those machines. And you have like when you put your money in, it has a choice. Okay, you put X amount of dollars in. How do you want it broken down? And you pick what you want, and then you can go back and put lower denominations in and break it down again. And it doesn't charge you. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Critical processing.
That sounds about right. You know what? I don't know. I think that might be a little low. That might be a little low because I know some of the places here, as far as I'll say it, bar
in the
rooms.
casino.
They pay
chips on the first
they pay
night.
Anywhere from 2 to 4%.
Yeah,
for every transaction here in South Louisiana. So the
Hey,
cruise
but-
line paid 1.5. I think that's a little bit low, but I don't know.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and put my money in chips, $400 or $500 worth of chips the first night. And then I don't change them until towards the end of the cruise. Then I'll cash them out. But I always, I don't switch back to money. Now
So
I
you
thought
play a
about
lot
doing it
of
with
table
the
games.
last couple of cruises I did where I cashed them at the end of the night and then rebought them the next day. But that Royal Caribbean has a way of tracking that, so I didn't get the bonus out of it that I thought I would. So
I did that once on Carnival. I went in, and on the first night, I got $300 worth of chips, and then I had put my sale sign card in the slot machine and put $200 in cash.
right.
Now, it since I put the cash in, it doesn't matter. I can cash out to my card and go somewhere else,
Right.
because they got the cash. I've done that. Now I do that quite often. That's how I don't bother with all of that. So that's why I always like to bring cash with me.
Yeah.
Rick,
Charlie,
you
that's like the chocolate milkshake machine at McDonald's. Never, it's always out of sight.
Right.
Yeah.
Rick, you play mostly table games, I'm guessing, because you're saying
Blackjack.
Yeah,
Blackjack.
all blackjack. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a three card poker guy.
So I like playing blackjack the best. That's like the game I enjoy the most.
Right.
But since I've started to get more into the casino cruising, I'm just doing slots because that's the guaranteed kind of consistent points. That's how you can build them.
Yeah.
So
They give me some slot money because I'm a Diamond Plus or Royal, and I'll play that. But after it's gone, I'll play a little bit of it, then I cash it and convert it to chips, and I'll play blackjack from then on.
then also that extra kickback you get from being a spokesperson.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if any other than Rick, anybody's got a favorite cruise line anymore. DC's mainly NCL.
Mainly NCL, but I'm going to be expanding, so we'll see.
We love Royal Caribbean, and we love also MSC Seascape. We really got into Seascape lately, and that's been one of our top cruise lines.
Well, I'm going to be expanding. September, I'm going on the Jubilee, but I'm expanding because October, a month later, I'm going with this fella over here and on the Viva. I don't know. I get confused that way. And then
that way.
September, well, we have the Unhinged in February. And then September, I am going on the MSC Grandiosa.
Nice.
I've never heard of them, but I got a half studio balcony.
Nice.
Yes, it was extremely cheap.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what's going on with that. But and then February 28th, I have the Seashore Yacht Club.
Nice.
Well, since I'm the governor of Galveston, I couldn't care less about Princess right now. Until they come back.
They're coming back. They're coming back, Rick. Remember?
Yes,
Sherman.
I know.
Roll that beautiful beach footage.
I'm holding the feet to the fire, man.
You talking about
I didn't even
realize.
realize I was the tech guy until he said something about being the governor.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the tech guy doing on there? What is that called?
I put that up there at the very beginning.
Yeah. Until Princess
Amanda
love to come back to Galveston, then I'll give them some love. But right now,
Amanda, from the videos that I've watched of the Grandiosa, I think you are correct. I tried to find a video of the cabin that I have, and I can't seem to find one. I don't know if people were just too embarrassed to film it or what. I don't know. Oh, I have Carol. I have a solo studio cabin on there, and this guy over here got one too.
So do I. Yeah. So we will Each one of us will
Robert Favor has some
we'll be
great
hanging out in
videos.
the solo lounge, which will be
Sure. I think, you know what? I think we're going to do a live from the Solo Lounge, or at least just some little
That'd be cool.
skit or bit or something.
Yeah, we'll try to see if we can do a live if we can, because I'm probably going to get the free at C Plus, and so I'll have the premium.
I don't have that. I just got the we don't have to do a live. We can just film us a little short episode or something. You know,
Well, if we can do a live, we
topics.
will. But if not, I just got the Osmo Pocket 3, and I have the DJI mic, so we could probably set up and do like a studio, recording that we can release.
Yeah.
After. So one way
I've
or
got
another.
you know what's crazy is I got a Pocket 2,
Mm-hmm,
and I have the DJI mini mics,
mm-hmm.
but they don't Bluetooth to the DJI 2.
Okay.
You have to use the transmitter.
Mhm.
But I bring all my gear. I bring all my gear with me. I still have the big bulky one for the Pocket 2. I do like the Pocket 2. It does everything I need to do. So, but I like to get a Pocket 3, but I ain't paying that kind of money for them. You out your
Right.
mind.
I saw something on Facebook. I think the Pocket 4 is out now. And I was going to hold off for that, but then I read some articles that it was like basically saying it was blocked from being sold in the US because I think there was a component of it that has AI to it, and you have to get certain FCC clearances or something like that, or maybe FTC. I don't remember what it was. And they missed the window to do that, so it was being delayed.
Right.
So I was like, I'll just get the 3. I'm sure it's not much of an upgrade, but
I'm gonna do a little room tour of that Solo studio cabin. I've been told by a few different creators that are going that they are also going to do a room tour of my cabin. I'm like, that sounds good. $25 a head. Me and DC need casino money, baby.
that's casino money right there.
That's
yeah.
right. That's what I'm saying. Was it live from the Solo Lounge? DC and Dave. Yeah, right.
Hey, Denise, I saw she popped in.
Yep.
Yeah, hello, Denise.
Robert and Favor had some great videos of Princess, Virgin, and Celebrity of their cruises on there. I know that Robert and Favor both love being on Princess, and they had some pretty good videos on Virgin and Celebrity. So
Right.
check them out, man, if y'all get a chance. But yeah.
All right.
I know they're in conversations. Let's put it that way. They're in conversations. So
Well, we're
Get past the
well over
conversation.
our hour mark, so we're gonna take a break and let everybody get something else to drink or go make some more room for another drink, whatever the case may be. But we're gonna take a
It's
little
time
commercial
to
break.
party. Oh wait,
We'll be right back.
Denise.
This is Cruising Chris M, and we will be right back to the show after this short break.
Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Hi, this is Mona Did What?
My name is Stuart. This is Ship to Shore Cruise News. Let's get into it.
Yeah, we sailing city lights to the sea. Good vibes only, that's the life, that's the key. TJ's destinations, we move worldwide. Cruising with the wave, let the moment ride. I got the tag, my bad. I got something to say. Destinations. It's TJ. It's TJ. It's TJ.
Stay strong and embrace the journey with a warm, strong adventure. Come sail it with me.
butts in the chair, moving and grooving. Sunset whispers in Havana breeze, hearts beat steady with the ocean's tease. No borders hold us, we break away. One world, one love, one open bay. Every wave writes a line in our story. Every port holds a little bit of glory. We're not lost, we're free and alive, sailing on purpose, not just to survive.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right. There's some good people to go check out if you hadn't checked them out or hadn't been in a while. Go look at them. They all got some good content. Saw in here Vicky was asking anybody seen Billy. I hadn't seen Billy around in any chats in a while.
I've seen him in,
somebody
man
was saying he was on a trip or something at one time, but I don't know. I hadn't seen or heard anything lately.
What channel is that?
Billy J.
Billy J Travels. Captain Billy J Travels.
Yeah.
No, Billy J.
Yes, Billy J Travels.
Billy J Travels. Okay.
Yeah.
We got Scotty J Travels too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scotty.
What's up, Scott?
What's up, Scott?
And I just found out that Denise with the Bone Tire Travelers is going to be in Covington, Louisiana, with Covington, which is literally 40 minutes from my house.
That's
and
awesome.
I can't go because I'm having surgery in the morning.
I figured she was coming to take care of you afterwards. I thought that's why she was going down there, Dave.
I might let her take care of me if Dwayne brings his headdress. Yeah, if he brings that, then I'll allow it. But other than that, nah.
Speaking of Scott, he just got featured in a video from another creator, Family at Sea, Evan. He did a video talking about a bunch of different cruise creators that he likes, and Scott was one of them, and then Jason, the Jolly Cruise vlogger, who I've interviewed on my channel before, was one of them. So it's a pretty good video, guys. If you didn't check it out, check that one.
That's funny to me.
Luckily, mine is covered by the VA, so no money out of my pocket.
Oh yeah. Well, let me throw another story up here to make Rick happy.
Oh, here we go. You better mute him first.
No, he'll be all right with this one. They got that. Now where'd it go?
I put a picture in the.
We are here to celebrate the expansion of this beautiful destination, Relax Away Half Moon Cay. The crown jewel of this destination, the beautiful turquoise water beach. We've added lots of loungers and umbrellas across the shore. And for guests looking for a more private way to enjoy the beach, we also have added cabanas and day beds. We are also excited about new food and beverage options throughout the destinations, with 2 new food halls that will be serving full buffets, and of course several bars, so you're never far from a delicious bite or a refreshing drink. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Relax Away Half Moon Cay. Everyone has always loved Half Moon Cay, so with the new Relax Away at Half Moon Cay, we have the ability to bring our ships right to the pier, have guests walk off. We've got a great tram system that we've opened up today that will take people to the beautiful, pristine beach here at Relax Away. And guests will be able to enjoy the new food halls, some new bars that we've opened up. Of course, we have all the favorites from snorkeling and kayaking, and of course our horses on the beach. So we think this is really an opportunity to be able to expand and bring more people to enjoy this very special place in the Bahamas.
Okay, now.
Rick, I started to put you in the picture with her, but I said, no, I ain't gonna do that to you.
Where is the hot air balloon? Where is the 20-story tall water slide feature?
You talking about
Oh my
things that
God!
always-
Leave
talking about the things that always
Perfect Day
close?
Coco K. Leave me alone.
Where's the lazy river?
The one time I've been on a Royal cruise and we went to Coco Cay and the balloon sat there and they said it ain't worked in a week because they ain't been able to use it because of the weather. It was windy. Where do you think the hot air balloon's going to be in the wind? Said they couldn't do that. The water
That was,
slides cost, that the water slides weren't working.
That was Christine Duffy, right? That was the president of Carnival.
Yeah.
She sounds so Philly. Like she is just so. The accent is so strong.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because I'm from Jersey, and I'm sure you guys can hear a little bit of accent with me, but it's well, it's not even that strong, Dave. It's so crazy. You go a little bit north, like I forget where I was this past week. We had to go have a good friend of our family, and her dad's on hospice, and so we went to go visit him, and it was up north. It was like the north, almost New York part of Jersey, and their accents are crazy, like Sopranos, like strong. But then if you go a little bit to South Jersey, you get more like that Philly, like where they're like home and phone, like you get that, and that's what I can hear in her voice. I'm a mutt. I'm right in the middle, so I get it all. I drop my G's and it's a mess.
Oh yeah. Dave,
I don't know. I know of one place on the North Shore. That's what we call like Covington and all that kind of area. I've only been to one place over there that one place, and it's really good. And that was before Hurricane Ida. I don't know if it's still open. It was called the Greasy Spoon. But they have don't let the name fool you. They have really good food.
That's somewhere you need to go eat right after your doctor's appointment. The Greasy Spoon.
Right before you cleanse for a colonoscopy, that's where you go. Now, here around the house, man, I could give you 40 of them,
Yeah, the
I don't
water
know
park
much
that I really
about
like the best is actually Labadee, and it's shut down right now, but I really like Labadee.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's that? 30 times. There's your balloon, Rick.
Yeah.
That's because Rick ain't been there. Rick ain't been there so long that his hot air can't fill it.
About right.
Yeah.
The only one I've been to really has been Labadee multiple times. Yeah.
Life with EQ.
Life with EQ.
Twice at least.
That's not multiple.
All right, here you go, Rick. Here's your shining moment for the night.
There you go.
Oh God.
The hero is on its way.
They're taking it apart already. They're dismantling it already.
Hero is taking shape. They have the all that dome feature and all that on the ground next to it. They're waiting to get ready to bring her up. They're waiting for do some more things up there, but it's ready. Sitting on.
Are they getting better glass for that?
Just need to change it out, put Lexan, bulletproof glass. Hey, it won't shatter. Lexan, man. Then it's old technology.
Sure, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna instead of paying $40 or $50 for a sheet of glass, they're gonna pay $300 to put bulletproof glass in it. Let me tell you something. It's not the glass that fails; it's the framing around it.
Yeah, yeah.
Good night, Denise. Safe travels tomorrow.
if you're going over to the Carnival
Potholes.
ship,
A lot of potholes.
yeah, come down 51st Street. You still want to see some construction, but you can get to those parking lots easy that way, or go on down to come through the Strand. You know, those streets over going through the Strand, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Come in that way. Come down Broadway all the way down to those 21st, 22nd, or 23rd, which takes you straight into the terminals.
I'm dying. I know what you're going to show, Sherman. I'm dying.
Do it.
I was waiting for Uncle Dave to read it.
But I didn't even see it. I'm sorry. What was it? I was looking at my other screen. What did I miss?
Hey, sorry, Zach owes that story, man. He hadn't said that to me yet.
Oh yeah, the one he had the picture of the story, or the went with the story.
That was in it. Somebody made the picture. I don't know who made the picture, but Zach had the story about the seagulls and the mayor of Galveston, and oh my God.
I made that picture and I sent it on to Zach. Zach was very happy to get that.
Now on Monday nights before we have the cruise talk with Rick, we have to have story time with Zach.
That's the one I was laughing at. Danny's comment. You should you take that photo of the construction of the Hero and put Rick in it looking up with a bourbon in his hand.
Well,
yeah,
I put Rick in there with holding
a tater tot scepter,
holding the bourbon, standing under the arch. It was Relax Away K. I want to be here forever.
Oh no.
And I said, no, I ain't gonna do that to him. I ragged him.
That's one of those days I stay on board the ship and have fun on the ship.
Well, now they have a pier now, though, right? So
yeah,
right.
That's the big thing is they got a pier, so they don't have to do the tenders anymore.
Yeah.
And they, along with that, they added a lot more restaurants and beach area and tent, umbrellas and chairs and everything else.
To be honest, the tender ride depended on the weather, but if it was nice weather, it was a nice tender ride. It wasn't that long.
No, it won't.
I've taken it in there and through the thing, but I've been there twice, and the two times I did go, it was the water was spicy. Yeah,
yeah.
That blue water. Yeah, she was a little upset.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, also with the pier now, they can get bigger ships in there.
Yeah, of course they can.
The bigger ships couldn't just sit out there and tender in because they'd have to stay so far out. But they dredged with the pier so they can bring in the bigger ships. Which I think
they're working on it.
They're still going to use both.
They're working on it.
They're still going to use both. Some ships will still tender in because that tender area is still open.
I think Holland American. I think they said Holland America is still tendering in.
Yeah. Well, in Carnival they said they'll be using both too. But another thing, before it was mainly just because of the tendering, it was just one ship. Well, now they're going to have to be doing multiple ships.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily every day, but there will be multiple ships.
Right.
Well, you got to figure that they're not going to build a pier for just to hold one extra ship. That pier is going to hold 2, 3, or 4, and then have tenders with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you thought HMC was busy before, now you're going to get 20-something thousand people in that place.
Yeah.
So,
well, the pier the way it is right now looks like they could put 2, of the bigger, newer ships in.
All right. Well, you're still talking about 5,000, 6,000 people per ship.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whereas with one ship and a tender, you were getting 5,000 or 6,000. Now you're going to have 18,000 to 20,000 people right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't mind about the tender, and for the most part, if it's a tender day, we have more recently made the decision to stay on the ship because the ship empties out. You can do all the attractions on there. Well, the one thing I do like about the tenders is you get some great shots of the ship when you're tendering.
Oh yeah,
for content, it's great, right? Like you're doing your tour and you can have that shot in the beginning instead of just like some random shot on the pier. So that's the one thing that's kind of nice about it.
Yeah. And like y'all said, there at Half Moon, the tender ride, 10 minutes. I mean, it's a short ride. And most of the time,
it's the 30 minutes to get everybody on there, right?
And
that's
then
the reason why you have the same situation
back.
in Grand Cayman. You can't bring the big ships to Grand Cayman because you got to tender everybody in. They don't have enough tender boats to handle all that,
That's right.
Yeah.
But like Attila's saying, the biggest benefit I see of the having a pier is you don't have to, when you get ready to come back to the ship, you got to stand in that long line for the tender boats to come back, and it's hot. And until you get under the cover with the fan, you're in the sun, and you already been laying on the beach cooking.
Right.
See, when I was in, I think it was Half Moon Cay, I got out and I walked around. I did some videos and pictures and did a little thing. And I said, well, I'm going to head back a little bit early because I'm sure there's going to be a line. Right. I got there was no line. I'm like, sweet. The problem with that is you have to wait for that tender to fill up before he leaves.
Yeah.
I should have stayed on the beach drinking. They
ain't gonna take a whole tender ship for just me and you.
No,
right.
No.
You're gonna have to wait. So
I tell you, it's gonna be interesting to see 2 XLs come into Galveston. That's gonna be interesting. See that.
Yeah. That's what they did in Hawaii.
Damn.
Tender port. They want a tender company. They used emergency ships, to tender folks back and forth. The lifeboats.
That's why I hate going to Belize. I hate that long tender ride from the ship.
That's a long ride.
Yeah.
That's a long ride. I hate that.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I always wanted to go to Belize. It's on my bucket list. I want to go to Belize. Right. I want to zip line in the canopies and the jungle, and I did it. And then a cruise I was on, it went back to Belize. Guess what? You can keep Belize because there is nothing there outside of the port. That's all you got is that waterfront. Okay, what you got? The crazy lizard or the drunken iguana or whatever it is down the end of the pier.
Right.
Yeah, and then all these shops that they're all selling the same crap that they sell in Cozumel and Costa Maya. They got all the same junk. You know? So I don't need to go back to Belize. Hey, I was there twice. I got a T-shirt. I got some magnets for the fridge, and I'm good. I don't need to go back.
Shot glass, you're good. I think Belize is usually I think you were saying this. They have a lot of zip line on Belize, right?
But the thing is, it's over an hour to get where it's at and an hour to get back.
Oh, wow.
And the zip line is 6 hours. And the only way to accomplish that is you have to do it through the cruise line or the ship's going to leave you.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually, I think we've been in Belize twice, but one of the times we were there, I went to book that excursion, and because of the weather, it was like rainy, it got canceled. And so, it was kind of the last minute thing. It was too late. We couldn't book anything else. So we just had to kind of hang out in port, and there's nothing to do in the port there.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. I did the zip line and the cave tubing. And then it wasn't really that expensive. I think I got it for like $139 a person, but it was just me. But it was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I said I'd go back again, and I went back again, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. These are my least favorite ports. That being said, overskiing.
Yeah, I've been
Belize has only been its own country since like 1984.
No.
So that's when they got their independence. So there's a lot of construction and building of infrastructure and stuff like that still going on.
Right.
Well,
if you get on a tour bus, you'll see it. I mean, they're building stuff everywhere. So
yeah, but they're we've been twice, and we don't really care if we go again because of the port area. I mean, the times we went,
Good night, Martin.
over that waterfront right there at the port, that was probably one of the nastiest places that we've
dirty.
Seen. I mean, trash floating in the water.
Dude, that's like pulling up at a boat launch down here in like Grand Isle, Louisiana or something.
Right.
The water, you go in that tender and the water's nice and blue and crystal clear. As soon as you make that round to get into that port area, it is trash.
That's right. And they you talk about they're building stuff. They don't have the infrastructure. Well, they had 2 bridges. It's kind of like a waterway goes through that splits it. And right before we went, hurricanes. Well, it had been a couple years before we went, but hurricane come through and knocked out one of the bridges. And the government of Belize did not have enough money to repair the bridge. So there was only one bridge. So there were some people that took shopping excursions. Well, from the port area, you could see the stores, but it took them an hour and a half bus ride because they had to go all the way to the other end of the island, cross that one bridge, and come back around. So a 10-minute ride was an hour and a half. And when they got there, every store was locked. And you had to ring a bell for somebody in the store to come open the door, and you went in kind of like a little alleyway, door shut and locked the door behind you. And there was cubbies there, lockers. You had to put a backpack, pocketbook, any kind of bag or anything. You had to put in a locker before they would let you in the store.
Right.
And then coming out, they had to unlock the doors. You get your stuff out the locker.
Oh, that's because of the crime down there.
Yeah. The crime is so bad that they couldn't let anybody in.
Yeah,
that's what they tell you. If you go outside of the port in Belize, there's a telephone pole on one end. I think it's painted green.
Painted
there's
red.
One on the other end, it's painted green. Do not go past those by yourself. Because there's police and security are patrolling that. Once you get past that, you are on your own.
Yep. Because when we were there, we walked out on the street because we like to walk around the areas the first time we go somewhere, just learn how things are and see stuff. And we walked out on the street, and the sergeant, whatever he was, the main port authority military police that was there, said, asked us if we were supposed to be going on an excursion or looking at a taxi or whatever. And when I told him, I said, no, we're just looking around. And he told us the very thing what you just said, Dave. He said, well, you can walk down this way. He said, there's a light pole down there. I think at the time it was red. He said, you can walk down there to that. He said,
it was red.
Yeah. He said, don't go past it. He said, you can come back this way, and there's a red one down that way. He said, as long as you stay inside the red light poles, I can protect you. If you go past those red light poles, there ain't nobody here that can protect you.
Wow.
Yeah, we walked to the red light pole. We stayed on his side of it, but we walked there. And
right.
As far as you could see down the streets, I mean, there was cars on blocks, people sleeping on the hoods of them. I mean, you didn't want to walk down there.
when I got on that tour bus, going to that excursion, we were driving through town, and there's a big old the different colored Belize sign, and it's out there. And the tour guide said, the bus stopped, and he said, take your pictures now. He said, because this is the only time you're going to see it. Because evidently we were past those,
Right.
So everybody took pictures and video of it, and he's like, okay, we're going, and off we went.
Good luck, Nelly.
Yeah. All right.
Fly in on United.
You know, the
Yeah,
time
Harbor
we
Watch
went, is when
mentioned
they was advertised on TV 5-6 times a day about buying land in Belize and retire there, you know, and how nice it was and all that stuff. And we went with that was somewhere else in Belize. It won't around where we're at.
That's what I was saying. It was like, you know,
but,
like, yeah, you know, we got like the Blue Hole and all of this. They're like, yeah, but you can't go there.
Hey, Cam, that's a bridge too far on that mile-long ship. That's a bridge too far.
Mile-long ship with 80,000 passengers.
Woo.
That can't be a real thing, is it?
No, it's not.
No, it's just
I mean,
somebody.
now granted, it could be Lego size, you know, which would make it like literally 5 feet.
To scale, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Got 8,000, not 8. Which is still a huge ship if you're gonna get 8,000 people on.
You'll get your steps in that day.
A mile long with like 15 or 16 decks, you could put 80,000 people on there.
You know, talk about the neighborhoods on that.
I don't know where it's going. Oh, I know where it'll go. A mile-long cruise ship with 80,000 people. I know exactly where it's going. Galveston. Right, Rick?
It's gonna get loaded up. They're gonna back out there in the Gulf, do a couple circles, and pull back in.
And you know what? That's what's funny is they're gonna load up with 80,000 people. They're gonna go out of the Galveston Bay into the Gulf. They're gonna turn it around twice and come back and let everybody off. It's still gonna take a week.
That's right.
Yep.
And nobody can use the drink package because you're not in international waters.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Lord.
Damn, this something's hard to open. Okay,
It showed an icon up next to it. The icon looks small next to it.
Oh yeah. That must be what happened to the front of the Hero there. That bigger ship hit it.
Good. The Hero ain't got no front teeth and ain't got no eyebrows.
Yep.
I'm telling you, they're taking it apart. They're like, the hell with it. We're gonna scrap it.
Yeah. Let's see.
I got news for you. Belize hasn't been safe since like the 60s.
No.
Look up the history of Belize. There has been more civil wars and guerrilla excursions and oh my god, yeah. There's been a lot of stuff going on there. But yeah, I'm good with that. I am looking forward to Harvest Caye. I've been to the other ports, I think.
Yeah, I want to see. I'm excited to see, Harvest Caye. See,
I'd like to go to Great Stirrup Cay, but it's not going there yet.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the 4.0, which is going to San Juan, and I want to say it's going to Dominican Republic.
That's the 5.0?
We're going on the 4.0, right?
We're on 4.0.
Yeah, we're on 4.0.
Yeah, that's the 5.0. That's the one, that's October.
By the way, did you guys see that there's already a 6.0?
I saw that,
yeah,
and I'm not going to comment on that just yet.
Yeah.
That's a little far out.
That'll be something for after the show.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Dave?
I said that'll be a comment for after the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Sherman, we had a great show Monday night, and we had a big discussion about food allergies on cruise ships and stuff.
Yes.
And Chris was great on he's done a lot of research on that. And, and Chris did a great job. I mentioned something about Favor and her gluten-free allergies, gluten allergies and stuff. And she does a great job on her videos, pointing out all the various places on that serve gluten-free stuff.
Right.
And we all kind of talked about all that. I told a lot of people if you want to see that kind of stuff, go to her videos, and she has some great videos on going to she points it out. She makes an effort to do that on her videos go to the buffets and point out where the gluten-free the servings are and all that. And then Chris
did a really good job.
Yes,
we
he
did a good
did.
job in his live that we were in 2 days prior,
right,
or the day before, and then he did a really good job about how he talks to the chefs, and like if they fry fish in the same oil they fry French fries in, he can't eat them because that's how allergic he is. I'm not saying fish per se, but like any type, whatever kind of seafood.
Right.
You know, if it's like cross-contaminated with everything, he can't eat it, or else, you know, he goes in an anaphylactic shock. Or
One night, he said he was eating in the MDR, and there was lobster night, and the person on the table next to him was getting ready to eat lobster. They had a lobster there, and his throat started tingling, and they had to. He had to move. He had to move.
Man, that's
well. And also, he said that if his wife orders some type of seafood dish, she has to eat at another table and then come back to see him for dessert.
Right,
dude, that's got to be miserable as hell.
That's
man.
gotta be. Yeah.
Jen has some. They're not necessarily allergies; they're sensitivities, right? So there's a difference. Right. She's not going to go into an anaphylactic shock if she eats gluten or dairy, but she eats it too much of it. It sends her digestive system in this sort of a spiral, like where she could go from being like really bloated and carrying a lot of weight to then the opposite, right? And so it could really, like, where she's throwing up or other stuff. So it's a challenge for us. And one of the things we have to do, and I'll say NCO does okay with this. For the most part, they're pretty good at some things in general, and not just with this area, but as like they've sort of made staffing cutbacks or whatever, have the quality of service has kind of diminished a little bit, but they still do this one thing, which is really nice, is that they will give her the menu for everything the day before, and then they take her order, and then they'll say, well, she'll be like, you know, one of the appetizers, if we're going to steakhouse, is French onion soup. Well, obviously she can't have the cheese in the French onion soup, and she can't have the bread in the French onion soup, but she likes the flavor of it. So they'll make a version of it that has just a broth, you know, with some other stuff or whatever. So they'll accommodate as much as they can. Where it becomes a challenge is your buffets, your food halls, because they don't have as much flexibility to do that as they do in the main dining room. So we end up eating a lot more in the main dining room, or even like the local, compared to, you know, the grab and go places. But
Rick, what was Chris saying Monday night? Something about like in a buffet, the tops to the pans, like one green, one yellow, and one means it's gluten free. One means it's diabetic, and then the regular ones just come out with the steel top.
Yeah, they got it all color coded. Yeah.
What line?
They're all color coded.
Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, that was a Royal.
Yeah.
I know on Carnival they have somebody in the buffet area at a little podium that if you have allergies or whatever, when you go in, you can go up to them and tell them what allergies you have, and they can tell you where on the buffet you can get stuff or what may have something that you're allergic to. And they also can they'll take an order, and they may have to go fix something, you know, just for you, kind of like what you were talking about. If the fish or the fries in the same oil, you know, they'll go do a fries just for you in clean oil and that kind of thing.
Right.
And they'll do like the day before in the main dining room, you can go ahead and order for the next night. And I noticed the last couple of times on Carnival, every time we went to the main dining room or a specialty restaurant, anything like that, every server that come up, that was the first question they was asking everybody was any allergies. Does anybody have any allergies? And they would list, you know, several things. And so, you know, fortunately, I don't have allergies, and most people that cruise with us don't have any food allergies. But I mean, there's still asking and doing. So they're like you said, they're making efforts to try to accommodate as much as they can on them things, which I think is good. And I saw Chris did a video on it that I watched yesterday. I think it was. I saw it, and he was talking about that and talking about if they were eating. I think it was lobster that he can't have.
Right. Any kind of
shellfish.
Yeah.
And said that, like you said, if his wife wanted it, they set her at one table and him at another table, and then when they got through, they would sit together and have.
Dude, there was somebody. I don't remember the name. There was somebody in the live show when he was talking about that it said that they were on a cruise and her friend's roommate, her friend had these allergies, and her friend's roommate had eaten lobster and touched the door handle of their room, and she went in after the fact and literally had to use an EpiPen just from the contact like that. I mean, that's I mean, I feel for anybody that's got food allergies. Knock on wood, I don't. I mean, I eat just about anything you put in front of me, except lima beans, butter beans, and green peas. But that has really, really got to suck.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even if that you can't eat certain foods.
Yeah,
that would drive me insane.
Oh yeah.
Well, I have a friend. I have a friend here in South Louisiana that's allergic to crawfish and crabs.
Oh my God!
Move!
Yeah,
move!
Oh my God!
Like,
and Uncle Dave, like,
he's in the wrong area, huh?
Missouri, somewhere. I couldn't take it, man. I could not take it.
I was telling you. Uncle Dave, like I was telling you, like when we go on like NCL, Jen and I never do Italian because she has the gluten free, and it's so I can eat anything, right? But because of that, it somewhat restricts, the type of meals that I'll be able to have.
That's why I was asking you, because on this cruise, you and I are going to put some Italian down, Chief.
Yes. I can never do Italian. Let's do Italian.
Right. So, Yes. And that's why, what was the other one? The hibachi.
Hibachi, yeah. You said you never did that. So let's do that.
I've never done hibachi on land or at sea. So I'm game.
Oh, yeah.
I am totally game.
Yeah, you'll love that.
We're gonna put some Italian down, bro. We're gonna
for sure.
I'm gonna have to go in there. I'm gonna have to go in there with a bib and everything else. I'm gonna have to have a mask with nothing open but eye holes in my mouth. It's gonna be everywhere.
It's gonna get ugly.
Lord,
sauce is flying everywhere.
Yeah,
there's big room for that dessert.
That's right. That's right.
They will come out red. Just from the sauce.
I tell you, man, I get the same way with both shrimp and crawfish.
And the funny part is he ordered Alfredo sauce.
If DC and I go to eat together, he's gonna come out with red spots all over his hat from the sauce slinging off my face.
I'm not wearing the hat that
night. Scott, I've never done hibachi ever. Not on
I
land,
love hibachi. Scott, I love hibachi. Teppanyaki on Seascape is excellent. One of the best I ever had. Hibachi cooking. Yep.
Yeah, they're good.
A lot of hold on. Time out. I wish I had pictures I could pull up to send them to you, Sherman. Yeah. She doesn't have a lot of food allergies. She don't eat a lot. I would like to show you this 90-pound young lady eating a bacon cheeseburger this big.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
And all the fries in Orlando at Splitsville for the meetup. Danny, tell me I'm lying. Because I don't care what time it is, I will cuss you out right here in the chat.
Oh, I've seen Danny eating in Helen.
That burger was bigger than her.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff
that bad boy.
there's a lot of stuff she can't eat, but what she can eat, she eats.
She was putting a hurting on that.
I think she did a good job on a good burger.
Oh yeah.
But this is the thing: is I had one too, and they were good. They were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was big. Yeah, and you were
Eddie was there, and he ate an Uncle Dave burger. He called it an Uncle Dave burger. I forgot it had jalapenos, all kind. It was Noah.
No,
it was a Noah burger.
That was
and
Zach.
he called it Uncle Dave.
That was Zach. That was Zach.
Oh, that was Zach. Yeah, It definitely was Zach. Eddie was there too. But
I sent him a message.
Top dog.
I sent him a message and said, "I'm glad you enjoyed my burger." He's like, "Thank you so much for making that."
It did look good though. It really did look good.
Wait, what kind of? Well, maybe you just had a regular hamburger, but I knew you was tearing up that burger. I know you were.
Yeah.
That chips. Give her some chips now. She'll eat a bushel of potatoes and chips.
I'm gonna tell you something. I love Danny. I love Danny to death. She didn't know what to do with herself with all the people that were there. She was she definitely didn't know what to expect when we showed up about 18 people deep up in that bad boy. Yeah, your dad and I sat and had a burger together for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a fun day. That was a fun day. Dude, it's called
the video was great.
And it's just great, like sports bar kind of restaurant with a bowling alley in it.
Yeah, we're still here, Denise.
Denise, I thought you were going to bed.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, you're supposed to go to bed.
You go to bed and start thinking about us and come back to see if we're still here. Yeah.
Woman, you got to get up in a little while and drive.
Yeah.
So,
Denise, you know we don't keep no schedule. We just go until we stop.
Well, you know, in 8 days, I will be doing my first cruise that is not NCL. I will be on the Margaritaville out of Tampa. So I
saw that video. I want to know.
Islander?
I want to know.
I'm doing the Islander, and it feels like, in everything I've seen, like kind of what I think a Carnival cruise is going to feel like, but a little more like smaller, if that makes sense, right? But they got the parrot, they got all the bright colors, they got some really cool drinks and stuff going on. I think it's scaled back and stuff, like it's not going to have the entertainment and those type of things, but
usual suspect. This is the diet usual suspect.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go.
So
the vibe though on that ship's going to be different than your usual cruise ships on the Islander. It's going to be different. Yeah,
it's not going to be anything like an NCL. So,
heck no. MSC, Royal, no. Definitely
and then
different.
The other thing is Friday, we have our next live stream for the Cruise Tubers, the Getting Ship Faced podcast. And I have somebody that I sailed with on the Luna that we're bringing in. And the topic on this is getting married on a cruise ship, because he actually got married the week before on the Joy, and they did their honeymoon on the Luna. So I think that'll be a really interesting topic. That's why I wanted to bring, his name's Trey. That's why I wanted to bring him on and talk about that. So whoever's still out there watching, or, if you guys are around Friday night, that'll be a good one.
Oh, we still got 18 people up. So yeah, we still got a crowd, and they'll come back since Denise is back. She just brings more people with her. So.
Yeah.
See? Jumped up 19 just saying Denise.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. Danny says she'll be there.
Thank you.
Stay busy chasing the dogs.
I'm gonna try my best to be there. If not, I'll catch the replay like any other time. So
Appreciate it.
Try to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, she said. Denise said, "Oh, it's all her multiple personalities that joined."
Hey, long as all of them got their own login, that's all that matters.
There you go.
So, 21.
There you go.
He's climbing.
Hey, Cruising Chris.
Look at there.
I thought about this.
Yeah, we got Chris
I
coming
thought
in.
about this, and it reminded me of DC and your little show there, Ship Face. I got this shirt when I was in Key West for my Platinum Cruise with Carnival. I was with Chris and Liz, Carnival Cruise Addicts, and check this out.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Nice.
There's a
And on the
brewery
back,
down there.
and there's and on the back, it's shit. Okay, on the back it says Ship Face Brewing Company, Beer Ahoy, 3 sheets to the wind, come hell or high water. But it says on the back,
That's awesome.
and it's like a pirate flag with a beer mug on it.
Is that an actual brewing? Like, did you have their beer?
No, it's a T-shirt shop. Supposedly it's, but like, see how this is like yellow?
Yeah.
This is literally dyed with beer.
Oh wow.
And I have a green one that is it's an Army veteran shirt, and it's green, and it's dyed with hemp.
Oh wow.
So I was messing with the little girl, with the young lady. I say little girl, the young lady, and I said, so if it came down to it, I could boil this shirt and drink it and get drunk and burn that T-shirt and get high. She's like, no, sir, this is not how that works. I'm like, well, you know what? You have absolutely 0 sense of humor.
Who's Chris?
Yeah.
Were your ears ringing? We were just chatting about you. All good things.
Yeah, we were talking about you, Chris. Yes. I reckon
Yeah,
we talked
what's up,
about
Chris?
his name so many times. That's why he popped in.
I want to know how come it took him till after we were supposed to be done to get here.
Well, I think Chris was actually on another live tonight.
Maybe he's on Coach Cruz. I know sometimes he joins. Is that?
No, I don't think it was. I
don't do
don't think
Thursday
it
nights.
was.
No.
I can't remember who it was.
Chris,
I
where were
remember
you at?
seeing he was with somebody, but it won't.
DC, you need to get Ship Face T-shirts made.
Hey, Chris.
I have koozies, but I'll work on a cool design for t-shirts.
Journey to JC. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Oh, Journey to JC.
I'll be meeting Chris in person this month.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
The first, be the first, person, from the community that I'm actually getting to meet up with in person. So that'll be pretty cool. We're gonna go. Well, he's gonna be in Philly, and Jen and I aren't too far from there, so we'll drive down there and meet him for the day. Get some cheesesteaks.
Oh, cool.
Dude,
Wow.
that's something I'm going to do. I'm going to fly from New Orleans. I'm going to fly up to Philly, and I want to go to the 2 notorious cheesesteak places.
They're right across from each other.
Yeah, they both claim they were the first ones. So
Gino's and Pat's.
Yeah, we're going to put it to the test.
They're good, right? They're good, and you definitely try them. For me, the best cheesesteak in Philly though is Jim's on South Street. It's a little bit like it's kind of easier to go down to Gino and Pat's because South Street you have to drive down there and find parking and whatever. But I think they're better cheesesteaks, personally. But
Well, when I go, I plan on doing just like I did when I flew to Fort Myers 2.5 weeks ago or a week and a half ago, something like that. I'm going to fly in, I'm going to get my hotel, and I'm going to stay for 3 days, 2 or 3 days, and then fly home. So
Well, let me know when it is.
when I'm going to be able to do that, I don't know.
I'm not on the hang out.
I mean, I'm like, I have one more cruise in the works, but if this goes through, I am done up until 2028. There's one more. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 right now between now and 2028. And they're all not back to back, but September, October, February. One for December, one for September, one for December, and then another one for February of 2028. And I don't think I'm going to be able to leave the house. I'll be lucky if I can go take the trash outside, you know?
I'm right there with you. I got 6, but there's one that's a 4-day on the Dawn in December. I might cancel. Yeah, I
don't, you know, I love cruising. All right. I love to cruise. I like land vacations. Well, not so much like a vacation, but like 4 days, 5 days. Okay, I can do it. I can't take a cruise. I can't take a cruise under 6 days. I can't. It's just not worth it to me, especially if I'm flying.
Yeah.
I flew to Galveston and took a 4-day, and the cruise was great, but I was just like, damn, now I gotta fly home.
You spend as much time traveling to get to the cruise, right? Because you have to fly in a day or two early, the day back shot. So,
for the booze cruise, I'm flying in 2 days early.
I think I am.
I'm gonna go run around Galveston and cause havoc, and then Rick's got to fix it when he comes back in town.
Yeah. I figure I'll try to see who's around. I mean, I know some people are going to be in early. Rick's out there. Matt and Kat are out there. So there's a chance some people want to meet up, definitely do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. For sure. You don't want to hang out with me before the cruise because you're going to be stuck with me for 7-8 days, Like, no. Pump your brakes, Dave. We can wait.
Yeah. Well,
that's another thing. I want to go watch the Cubs and eat a hot dog and drink beer.
There you go.
Yeah. No. I'm light. I ain't got but 3, I think, booked between 9 and 28. But
those are rookie numbers, Sherman. You need to pump that up.
I know we are. Of course, we just did the back to back. So that normally we were doing 3 a year, but we had to, which technically, if you count the 2 back to back, and then the one in October, we'll get 3 this year. But next year we only got 2 right now. And I don't have anything for 28 yet, but I've got kind of figure what we're going to do. I just got to get them booked. I think I'm going to try to find the MSC cruise in the January, February time frame of 28, because I got to do it at the end to keep my status match that I got with them. So I got to do that. And
but you get what, 5 years, right? You got to cruise every 5 years.
When we first did the status match, it's like 2 years. You got to cruise within 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah.
And then after that, it might be a little longer.
5 years.
I don't know when I status matched, but they got me on the Grandiosa as gold.
Right.
And then they got me on the Seashore as gold. So I'm just going to roll with it.
Oh, yeah.
But once you complete that cruise, they'll send you a letter saying, okay, thanks for sailing with us. You're good for another 5 years.
Right.
Well, I got news for you. It's gonna take me 3 cruises with MSC, and I'll be diamond with them.
Diamond, yep.
Nice.
I'm gold now, and it's like a little under 5,000 points. But if you book a year out, it doubles points. And I have 2 of them booked a year out, and one of them's in the yacht club. So I'll be right there at Diamond with MSC with what, 2 cruises.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So-
right. We had Helen this past March and got Helen again next March. So that's another thing to throw in there. But
yeah, I'm
you're
gonna
talking
see
about
if I can do that. I
Yeah.
want to try to make it. So
Yeah, it's a fun time. If you can work it out, that's definitely something to do.
Yeah.
Talking about the status match, I figured, most people I had heard did the status match with MSC, regardless of what they were, they got gold, like Dave just said. Somehow or another, I don't know why, but when I did the status match, they put me at Diamond. I was Diamond on Carnival, and it's just Diamond on MSC. So
Yeah, I have a friend of mine that status matched from Diamond to Diamond.
all right, which I know a few folks that were Diamond, but they still got gold. That's what I was expecting, and I got the letter back from them. They said, "Yep, we got you at Diamond." I'm like, huh, okay, cool. Yeah,
I didn't submit that because I was trying to get platinum on NCL first, and I was hoping they were going to extend it like another year, and they took it away. So they had a cutoff date. I did get status match with Virgin,
right?
With they stopped it, and then they recently did it again when a lot of people were like mad at Carnival.
Oh yeah,
and they had a small window, and I status.
Oh yeah, they want to reap the reward. That's for sure.
Yeah, all those people that were leaving. So status match with them, and I booked something for next year with them. So
right, yeah, that's one of our next year. Next year, August, I think, is we're doing another Virgin cruise. So, which we had status match with them on our first cruise, and so that just we were locked in then. So when they stopped doing it, we were already in there.
From what I've seen and read with MSC, if you book another cruise while you're on the ship, you get double points for that too. Like what they call it, future cruise desk or whatever.
Right.
You get extra credits for that.
Good.
Yeah.
Keith, you're on the Unhinged. What?
Cool.
That's what's up.
Then on the Festival Transatlantic. Let's see.
Unhinged is going to be great. Jen, I think, is going on that too. So
it's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
Dude, there's over 100 people from our community that are going to be there.
Yeah.
It is going to be insane.
Yeah, that'll probably be all of us' last Carnival cruise. We'll all get banned.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
My
If
first
not,
and last.
if
First
not,
and
if we don't, Carnival's going to come out with a whole new set of rules. It's going to be like, whoa, time out. It's going to be like the Geneva Convention of the cruise line. Hold on. He did this, can't do that no more.
Right.
He did that, can't do that no more. We're going to be dreaming up stuff that the cruise lines never even thought of. Nope, not no more. No. Get down. No, you're not climbing on top of the damn giraffe. Get down.
How'd you get up there on the funnel?
Yeah, right.
Right.
You jump from the fourth deck over to that thing? What's wrong with you people?
Yeah, see, we got a video of it. You want to see how we did it?
Yeah, right.
But once we get this youngest daughter married off, I plan to get that Alaska cruise booked. That's going to be my next big one.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what we're going to do in September of 28. Around September in 28, that's going to be our next Alaskan cruise.
I've been thinking about it, and like I said, I've been stationed there in Fairbanks for 4 years, and I'm like, I've been to Tracy. I mean, I've been to Seward, I've been to Juneau, I've been to all these places, but it was from land.
Right.
And yeah, I would take a cruise there, just because.
Yeah. So
and I think Chris and Liz are going next month.
Yes, July 31st, I think.
Yeah, that's their anniversary, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. So yeah, Alaska. Yeah, we've been once, but it's Alaska. Alaska and Hawaii both. They're not a cruise that I think you would want to do every year, but I think every few years you want to
at least once, right?
Yeah.
Because this, both of them are different. Normally we all cruise in the Caribbean. It really don't make a difference which port you go to. It's all kind of the same. But when you go to Alaska and or Hawaii, either one, it's a whole different thing. You can watch all the videos and everything about both places that you want to and how amazing they look and everything else. But until you're there, standing there at it, none of the videos or pictures does it justice. It's just amazing places and sights.
I'll tell you that we were me and my wife at the time and a few other couples. We drove from Fairbanks down to Seward to go fishing.
Right.
The military has chartered halibut fishing boats, and you put your name on a list, and when it comes up, you get to go. So there's about 8 of us, and we drove down there, and there's these 50-story waterfalls and all this, and we took pictures all of it. And you look at the pictures, and you're like, these suck compared to what it was like in person,
Oh yeah.
And but back then, you were taking pictures. You weren't pushing your thumb. You was clicking with your finger. Yeah. But seeing it in person and like with the cameras and video we have nowadays, it's a big difference. But yeah, if I'd have had some of the stuff that I have now on that trip, it was crazy. I got a picture of myself in short sleeves and short pair of shorts.
Short shorts?
No, definitely not. And
some navy shorts.
No, definitely not. We were going through Denali National Forest, and down on the southern end of it, where you come out, there was snow berms that were like 4.5 feet high, and it wasn't even cold because this was in April. And I've got a picture of me standing on top of this, and I'm like 7 feet taller than the roof of the truck.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy, and it wasn't cold. It was like okay, but when you go through a winter in say Fairbanks, that's 35, 45, 50 below zero, 20 degrees is nothing. 20 degrees, man, you're in t-shirt, shorts, this is great,
I have a friend that lives out in Anchorage now. He used to live out here, and his friends lived out there, and they were having a wedding, so he went out there for the wedding. And he was like, you know what? I kind of like it here. I think I want to move out here.
Coming back.
Yeah.
And his friend said, go home, plan another trip, come out another time. If you still feel the same way, then consider moving out here. And he did. He came back home. He went back for another trip. He really liked it. Different time of the year, I think, too. So I think
that's what I used to tell people.
Yeah, it was like the winter when he went out the second time, and then he liked it, and he moved out there. He's been living out there for years. So
Alaska will test your mettle, and what I mean by that is if you go there and you love it, like you go in the summer and you absolutely love it, go back in the winter.
Yeah,
to make sure.
No.
If you're there in the winter, you'll survive summer. Like I think the hottest it got when I was there from 90 into 95 to middle of 99. And the hottest summer we had there, I think was 78, 80 degrees. Mm-hmm. There's no air conditioning there. There is no air conditioning. They don't have snakes. There's no snakes there.
Right.
Now, the mosquitoes are that big, right? But like there's no snakes because they can't survive the winter. But there's a ton of black brown bear. There's some nasty stuff out in the woods, but it's not snakes. But yeah, I would say if you want to go to Alaska, go twice.
Yeah.
Go twice. Go once. Take a cruise. Go in the summer when it's nice and beautiful out, and then go back when Alaska's gonna put you in your place and see if you can make it through a week or two of that. You know, I was in Sinai, Egypt, in January of '99, and my mom and dad flew up for because I was coming back. I was coming back to Alaska in January. In Egypt, it was like, I don't know, 110, you know, and I'm coming back to 40 below. I called home the day before, and I talked to my wife. I talked to my mom. I talked to my dad. And I'm like, hey, how's everything going? He's like, yeah, when's your plane coming in? Blah, blah, blah. You know, got the small talk away. I says, hey, man, how do you like Alaska? He's like, it's 35 below zero. How do you people live like this? And I said the only thing that came to mind, I'm like, where do you think your granddaughter came from? We don't go outside when it's that cold. You know? And then he hung up on me. So then I got to see him about, I don't know, 26 hours later because it was a long flight. But yeah, I mean, it's we put a case of beer outside and left it for 25 minutes, and a couple of them were froze. So yeah, wintertime's no joke. But I mean, you know, you dress appropriately. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money to get winter clothes because they got it there. You know,
right?
That was one thing that I found when we were out there on our cruise is a lot of the tour operators and the workers in the stores and everywhere else don't live in Alaska year round. They come in for the summer season, and because we got to talking to some of them, and they were talking about, you know, that they didn't live there in the winter. They'd fly back home. They just come there and work, you know, 6 months out of the year and went back home.
That's a pretty good deal.
They couldn't handle the winters.
No,
one of them said that we talked to, he said, you know, he said, I'm used to cold. He said, I live in Minnesota. They go back the winter in Minnesota. And there was another one that went back home to Quebec and winter there. They said, we can handle that. We can't handle it here. And I said, that kind of gives you a gauge on how cold and much snow and everything it is there when they're better off going back to Minnesota and Quebec the winter.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's nice out there though. So during that time, but yeah, I could definitely see before you move out there, you need to go into July and in December.
Yeah.
I've got my state of Alaska right there that I got when I got out.
Pretty. You showed that before. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was it's got I got my dog tags hanging on it. They got a little plaque with my name and rank and the dates of service. There's a snowshoe on it, and they cut that out and they routed it and all that. It's nice. It's actually mahogany. So
okay, cool.
I tell you what, it's not light. Even that little bit of mahogany is not light.
Right.
But yeah. I got
Oh.
So, go to Alaska twice, man. Definitely go to Alaska twice.
Well, you know, like I said, I think we're gonna go in maybe around September because the first time we went was the end of April, 1st of May, that time frame. And so that was at the beginning of the season. So we want to go toward the end of the season just to see the difference.
Right.
And but just got to see what's going on around that time, cruise wise. And you know, we went on Carnival for our first time. You know, so we'll have to look and see, do we want to go on Carnival again for that, or Shannon just got back and she was on Princess.
That's what I was gonna say.
And Shannon was on the cruise with us on Carnival that we did. But what videos she's done and sent back and talking to her, the Princess cruise was a lot better than the Carnival was. So might be something to look at as using Princess to go back to Alaska the next time. But so
my brother-in-law, so my wife's husband's mother-in-law, right? So on that side, she cruises mostly on Princess, and she's done Alaskan on Princess a couple of times now. In fact, she did it back to backs because here's why. She did one that was like, I don't know, Whiting to British Columbia, right?
Yeah.
And it gets off there and then it comes back. Well, on the sailing up there, she got COVID.
Oh, no.
So when she got to British Columbia, they wouldn't let her off the ship.
Right.
So they said, all right, you're going to stay in your cabin. We're going to go ahead and, move you, you sail back down. And by the time she was back down to Whiting or whatever it was, she was fine and she got off the ship and was able to fly home. But so she did it both ways. Yeah.
Man. But yes, that's what we'll be looking for. Probably September 28th, somewhere around that. And we got a lot of people that's cruised with us before and family and all that hadn't never been to Alaska. They all want to go and keep asking, when we're going to say, I got to get something set up.
Right.
But it's, it'll be in 28 and we know we won't go toward the end of the season. And so probably around September.
I just got that notification about that booze cruise to 6.0. And that's on Seascape in 28, October 28. Mm-hmm. I may do that. I may do that one on Seascape.
Well, it'd be something to think about.
Yeah. I'm really mulling that over real good. I might get Derek to see what my cabin, my usual cabin, go for. Deluxe balcony.
Well, all you got to do is call them and say, "Hey, look, I'm coming. Don't book my room."
Don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
Well, actually,
all you got to do is show them your pen.
I ain't gonna say any more than that. I do have some connections.
Are we still live at 2.5 hours in?
Yeah, I think
I really need to go because I just
probably don't run everybody off.
Yeah, I think we're down to 15, but I think at the 2:30 mark, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
I still have got 4 on my page, so I dwindled down.
I can't even tell. I don't even know how to do it. I don't even know how to tell. You look over there.
Well, right now Rick's got 4. You got 5. Uncle
5.
Dave.
Yeah, I had to look over at the other screen over there.
A lot of the other shows lives that we normally send people to are probably going to be off before we are.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
but
it happened.
Chris M's hanging in there.
Chris, die hard.
Good night, Leslie.
Good night, Leslie.
Hey, Leslie.
Now, Leslie's been here. She's the first one.
She was the first one and one of the last ones the whole night. She's been right there.
That's amazing.
Leslie, you're tough.
So, Dave, we're just getting primed up for Saturday night. Just getting primed up for.
There you go.
Well, I don't know because I'm having surgery tomorrow, so we'll see how I do.
I just got a text just now.
Be sending prayers.
Me to come in tomorrow. So I'll be going
it's not major, but I appreciate it.
Well, you take care, man. You take care of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm finally getting the VA my stuff done. So
there you go.
All right. Well, we're gonna get right and get off of here and we're going up again. There's 17 people now. Let these folks go spread some love for some other people. We really appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody hanging around and putting up with us.
I don't know who's on at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday night. Well, here anyway, but I'm sure there's somebody.
Oh yeah, there's something going on. Or if nothing else, go catch some replays. Go catch the replay from Chris on JC's live earlier.
And I know she's going to watch it tomorrow, so I'm going to say it now.
Yeah.
Liz is going to be pissed at a 2.5 hour show. I guarantee you I will get a message from her tomorrow.
Yeah.
2.5 hours, Dave. Really?
Yeah.
Watch what I'm telling you.
She'll be getting you one hammer lock and me the other.
She's going to get me tomorrow.
In the morning, you look and you'll see a message, team replay from her and Lee.
Yeah, her and Lee.
Yeah.
And you know what? I won't get it till I get out of surgery. So I'll be under anesthesia when I read it.
Ain't no telling what you'll respond back to her.
Yeah, she better have her Lucky Charm secret decoder ring.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night.
You're still hanging around.
See, Mickey.
All right, Mickey. Well, we're going to get out of here. Appreciate everybody hanging around. DC, appreciate you coming in and helping out tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
But we'll be around on other shows, and if DC will have his Friday night, and go check that out. And then some or all of us will be at some point the usual suspect Saturday night.
Hopefully I'll be there.
I might pop in a little later, depending on what's going on.
So we'll but if not, we'll be around and we'll see everybody in somebody's live and chat. And hope everybody has a good rest of the week and get ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
So,
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks for stopping by.
Travel fam, we're feeling proud. Every sail away starts with this crew. So hit that like and subscribe too. You heard it here first. Travel, tips, and fun with the best in the game. Don't forget to drop a comment, share the stream, and let's talk about it. You heard it here first. Travel, tips, and fun with the best in the game. Don't forget to drop a comment, share the stream, and let's talk about it.